Good morning, good morning, good morning. Are we live yet? Yes, we are. There's something going on here. It's telling me that it's not going to my group. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna take it off the group. And that's okay. So, how is everybody? I have some music going on today. I had to. It's been a hectic Monday morning. How has it been for you guys? How has it been? I don't know. Sometimes on a Monday morning, I am all, but today it was crazy. I didn't do the meditation. I should have, right? Gotten up early, do the meditation in the morning. It would have been better. But guess what? As soon as I saw our start of the week, it was like, happy, happy, happy. I'm so inspired by her work. I can't wait to interview her. How do you like the music? I'm gonna take this off. Taking this off. I'm getting warm already. So Monday morning in ArtTour International. Hello everyone. For those who never saw me before, I'm Viviana Puello, CEO and founder of ArtTour International Magazine, the go-to platform for the artists of today, where you can create, succeed, and stay inspired. And let's just remove the music. Yeah, enough with the music. So today, I have some news. I have some updates before our interview. In case you've never seen this, this is the Art International show that we broadcast every Monday morning where we interview our start of the week so that you can start the week inspired, creating, looking at some incredible work, and at the same time, hearing the story behind the artwork, discovering the message of the artist. So, let's give you the updates for today. What do I have here? The ARJA issue of Art International has been released. Yes, and guess what? We have free digital access on this issue. Free. All you have to do is go to Art International. I'm gonna put it here. There you go. Oh, there you see our start of the week already on the screen on the website. So basically you go all the way down, click on read on issue, and that's where you can get the digital issue. If you want to hear the digital issue, how cool is that? You can actually hear the articles that we publish, and they're here on Press Reader. Press Reader is by subscription only, and it's a third party, so you have to subscribe to Press Reader. But if you go to issue, you're not gonna get to hear it, but you are gonna get to see it, and it's free access for you guys. We want you to enjoy this issue. Please do click on follow, and then you can open the issue, the Arja our issue. It's amazing, amazing. Look at that cover, and this is free access for you. We have the artists who are the winners of the Arja Awards of 2022, and there's a lot going on. You're gonna get so inspired. Please don't miss my article, What's in Your Gift Bag, because here I'm sharing information on how you can purchase art without having to break the bank, and you are going to love this. And again, here are all the artists of the Arja Awards. It's incredible. I love this issue. It's so fascinating. But I'm going back because I want to go back to the top of the Arts International website. And again, that's how you can check, and that's how you can see our digital issue, free to access. Again, free to access it. Make sure that if you find an artist that you love, you let them know, contact them. Their contacts is there. You can let them know how much you love their work, because it's so important for the artists to know that they're being supported, that their message is being received, that someone is life is changing because they created something special that someone connected with. And that's the news for the day. What else do I have here? Okay, we have a free webinar coming up, and that is announcement for artists only. So if you're a creative, an author, a writer, If you are a painter, let me know, a musician, and want to learn how to make money with your career, how to monetize your gift, how to create a good marketing strategy that is going to make 2023 the incredible, amazing year that you make the dreams come true. Contact us, and Rox, please put the email in there and we'll send you the information and the invitation for the free webinar. Info at artinternational.com. Thank you, Rox. And we will send you that. That's going to happen in December, but please stay tuned because we're going to go from how to write your art statement, how to write your bio, how to write that sentence that you need to have ready so that your audience it's curious to go to your website, how to lay out your website properly, everything, how to smile in camera, how to what to say, etc. So much is going to be an incredible webinar. So please tune in. Send your information. If we don't know that you want to be there, we cannot invite you. And that's it. That's it. That's it. Because I cannot wait anymore. And here she is. Yeah, our start of the week, Cher Pruys. Hey, Cher. Yay.
Hi, how are you?
Good, Cher. How are you doing?
I'm great. So nice to be with you this morning.
Yes, and well, I'm looking here for everybody that's there. I'm looking here because this is where I have the computer and I can see Chair. So Chair, there's so much that I want to explore about you, but I want to share with the audience how you got started because that's always one of those things that people ask, right? How did this person
Right.
discover they wanted to be an artist? Can you
Well,
share that?
I certainly can. Um, Ever since I can remember it, around the age of 3 or 4, I always had a pencil in hand, and I always pursued art and loved to draw whatever I saw on my little nature walks and such. And I just never lost that. Ever since I can remember, I've always wanted to be involved in the arts. I also studied ballet and classical music. And I got my degree in music. So everything kind of went hand in hand. And I drew for many years. And I think it was around 1994 I decided I'd like to try working with paint rather than pencil. And I went and bought a canvas and I bought some oil paints and I absolutely fell in love with it. I could not believe how fast I could produce what I wanted to by way of paint rather than the pencil. And then, after a number of years of oil paints that didn't get along well with my habit of licking the brush to make the fine point for detail and the migraine headaches, I switched to acrylic and gouache and watercolor. And I never looked back. I haven't put the paintbrush down since that day that I ventured out and decided to be brave with the paintbrush.
Wow.
And so that's
So I
how it all
have
started.
I have to go back for a minute because you just gave some important information for artists who are starting, right? So why
Right.
shouldn't we lick the brush with the oil paint on it?
Oh, because of the cadmium content and everything. You're literally poisoning yourself. But I have a really bad habit. I was had my little granddaughter, who's not little anymore. She has a daughter of her own now. But I had her painting with me at the studio when she was about 3. And I looked at her, and her face was covered in paint. And I said, Caitlin, what are you doing? She said, I'm doing what you do, Nana. Big lick across the brush. Well, that's
Oh,
it. That was the end of the oils for me. I thought I have to look for something non toxic because I really have a hard time with breaking that habit. But yeah,
yeah,
I'm getting better.
that would do it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes. So how do you find your subjects? Where do you get that inspiration? Where do you search for them?
Well, with me, I think it comes down to finding it in everyday life. I really enjoy, of course, painting children and such, but I also like painting odd things like crushed cans and that. I find that if you look for beauty and everything around you and simple things, it's really hard not to be totally motivated and inspired. The only thing I regret is knowing that I will never live long enough to put all the things I'd like to on canvas by brush. But I really haven't had much trouble being motivated to paint. It's just there's just so much to share, and it's just such a wonderful, wonderful way to communicate with people. To be able to do it non-verbally by what an image you make, to me, is just a wonderful, wonderful, satisfying experience.
Yes. So where are you tuning in today from? Where are you? Where's your studio?
I'm back.
Where?
I'm in the. Where do I live? Or
Yes, yes.
I live in a little, well, actually out in the middle of nowhere. Probably why we're having trouble with the internet. It's in northwestern Ontario, Canada, and I'm actually right on the border with the U.S. Out my front window is a river, and on the other side of the river is Minnesota. We're close to International Falls, Minnesota, but it's beautiful out here. I've got 100 acres. Daily, I see wolves and bear and coyotes and eagles and herons and um, raccoons, everything you can imagine. So it's an absolutely beautiful, peaceful setting to be able to sit down in the studio, look out the window, and start to paint. You can't help but enjoy the process.
And I so I'm in Ulster County in New York, so I can relate to
Perfect.
the bears and the raccoons. And
Yeah, yeah,
isn't it great? It's great for the artist to be in touch with nature, I believe,
absolutely.
right?
Oh, I
It
do too.
sparks your creative juices and just makes it happen.
It does. It does. I find a good trip to the city to get, some new material, and that is great. But in order to get into it and be able to take the hours that it takes to form your idea and put it to reality, I need to be in my nice, quiet
Yeah,
nature
yeah,
spot. Mind
totally.
you, I have
I
four
understand.
dogs and two cats, so sometimes it's not too quiet. But yeah, it's great.
So, Chair, has there been, and I'm going to go into a little deeper now, has there been in your life something that you had to overcome that affected your career or affected who you are and is reflecting now on your art?
Oh, yeah, a number of things. Uh, One, I had a divorce 20 some years ago, and that was a turning point. I found that I the art provided me with an outlet to really get into and get all the other thoughts away that I didn't want to have to contemplate and deal with. That was a big changer, and it also provided me with a better work ethic with the painting. And then I have rheumatoid arthritis, which has progressed quite nastily in the last number of years. So that's been a factor too. I spend a lot more time sitting, which is okay because I can paint. I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't paint. So that's made a difference. And, I think just age, getting older and realizing what a short time we're on this planet for, and looking at ways that I can reach out, maybe make it better for somebody and provide a image that brings some joy, or do an image that might be controversial, but it promotes people talking, about what you're working on. So yeah, I'd say the divorce and the health have been big factors, and my kids growing up and moving on and starting their own lives, getting married, and the rest gave me much more freedom to pursue it with a different kind of drive. But I love it. I probably paint 8 hours a day.
Well, that's great. That's great to hear. I know that I don't know. I guess guys, no discrimination here, but women, we have these layers, right? We all have those layers. We all have those layers. But I believe that a woman have very special layers that when we find ourselves alone at some point, or there's a rupture, like you mentioned, the divorce or the kids leaving, there's something there, um that layer comes out, right? And it's like every time we find something marvelous and stronger, and somehow it just, the creativity, it's like blooming, it's like a flower
Yes.
that blooms, right? And that's, I
Yep.
love that. I love that, right?
Oh, I do
That,
too.
right, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna get down, it's not gonna happen. Maybe I feel sad
That's right.
today, or I'm gonna go through this difficulty right now, but the flower
Yes, there's
blooms,
light
and
on
when
the other side.
it comes stronger and more beautiful, and all these things that we can create. So I don't know, I just had to share that little piece of information. I'm so glad that you share
Absolutely.
it. Maybe there's a woman out there that it's watching us today, and or somebody,
Right.
even a guy,
Yeah.
and you're going through difficulty. Just know that it's the pain, it's
Yeah.
like an onion, it hurts.
I was just going to say the onion. Yeah, but you peel those layers back and you find great new layers underneath it. Yeah.
Or the snake shedding the skin, I don't know if it hurts her, but it hurts at the beginning. It's like, I don't want to let go, and then it's, wow, I have a new skin. I imagine that's
Absolutely.
how a snake feels when the new
Yeah.
skin comes out. So anyway, guys, everyone, I am gonna shares artwork on our website. So stay tuned, because I want to share right now a message from our sponsor, ArtTour International Magazine. Just a minute.
Artists are the most generous and inspiring people I know. They create, give, share, and fill our world with beauty. They compose a fascinating universe with a unique message that can transform and bring joy to anyone at any moment. Here at ArtTour International, we believe in art as a powerful tool to bring global awareness and create a positive impact on our society. That's why we love helping artists share their message.
ArtTour International is the leading voice in the art world, with over 2.1 million readers in 205 countries. Our international platform includes a high-quality print magazine, our digital publication, our weekly ArtTour International TV show. ArtTour International. Create,
Succeed.
stay inspired.
Yeah, so it's all about sharing the message of the artist to keep you inspired out there. And I can't wait to share this. Yeah. So here you're gonna find the start of the week always at the homepage of ArtTour International. And there is Cher. Look at her beautiful picture. And there we go. So here is the interview. And I'm gonna ask you about these artworks. These artworks are incredible. Can you describe this? Because I was impressed by this particular work.
Yes, this one I just it was such a joy to paint. Um, invoking childhood memories that are pleasant is such a joy to start with. And when I saw Roxy with the snowflakes on her tongue and the eyes squished shut, it brought back such great memories. I just had to put it out there because I think any one of us that grew up in areas where we had snow, we all
Yeah.
did this. It's yeah, it's just one of those everyday childhood things that kids do that you take for granted, but when you look back on, you realize what a magical experience it was until you stuck your tongue on the post. and found out that fuck, I did that too. We didn't paint that though.
I think everybody tested that one.
Yeah.
um, this is quite impressive. I know you moved from drawing to painting. Hyper realistic work is always, for me, is always impressive because it requires so much discipline, so much
Right.
work and practice, right? Every day you really need to do this almost on daily basis to get there,
Absolutely. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's so
what
true.
what would be, and for those who are watching, this is not a photo, because sometimes, you see it from far away, you think it's a photography, right? But it's not. This is an actual painting by Cher, which is like wild. um what are some of the techniques that you could share with any artist who is watching and is curious about how do you get there? Because this is a lot of work, Chair. I have to repeat it. This is a lot of work.
Right.
I do abstract work, and I complain sometimes that it's like, oh, my arm it's hurting. This is such detail, right? This is such detail.
Right.
Can you share with us just a few secrets?
Uh, I think basically, when you're working with something like this, you need to study your subject incredibly well. Um, you need to know the subject inside out, every angle and every quirk. So that's a big part of it, because when you, especially with a portrait, when, for me anyways, when I paint the portrait, I don't want to paint just a likeness. I want to paint um, emotion. I want
Mhm.
it to come to life rather than just be a good representation of the person. It's got to have more to it. So studying your subjects, to me, a really important one. The next is I draw meticulous drawing before I start to paint. Otherwise, it's too loose. Like if I'm going for this kind of detail, I have to get it exact, like the fur on
Mhm.
this or the flowers on that jacket or something else. Um, so that's the other thing. And then the next one is patience. Layer, layer, layer after layer, and just patience. Another thing that you've probably, a lot of you have heard, that I find does help, is if you turn your painting upside down and view it, you'll see, and
Mm.
sideways, you'll see things you didn't see before. Probably my biggest one is to take a picture as I'm working, put it up on the screen, and then I can see what you can't see looking at it, you sure see on the screen. You'll see areas that need work, or what areas you want to bring the color out more, or recede it into the background, and that makes a huge difference.
Wow. This is beautiful also, and you're right on what you said, that you study your subject really well, and I can see it here in the look in her eyes. You
Absolutely.
captured really well whatever was going in there. And I just wonder, right? By looking at the image, you just wonder what's going on in her mind, but you have an idea that is probably a memory. So in retrospect, it's such a great
Exactly.
title for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really, that's what I found in her face. There's so many years, so much wisdom,
Mm.
pain, joy, everything just kind of wrapped into one. And yeah, I found that it was fun trying to capture this expression, because I found it just astounding to
Yeah,
look at.
I love it. Love it. There is strength and also calm. I think that
Yes.
calm that comes with the years of knowing, or the wisdom that comes with the years. You can see it there. You did a
Yeah, and
great job
accept.
capturing.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. And the colors are so vibrant, so vibrant.
That was fun. Yeah, I like that color part too. I sometimes paint very muted, so that kind of got me out of my comfort zone, and I kind of enjoyed it.
Speaking of comfort zone, here we have this incredible US forest reflecting like a mirror.
Oh, this one I had so much fun with. Now, I started my painting career part painting aviation, and
Mm,
I grew from there. And I had a love of airplanes since I was a little girl too, and we lived by the airport where I grew up in Saskatchewan, and I watched them for hours on end and tried to draw them in the air and landing and such. So when I moved here to Ontario, I'd never seen airplanes on floats that went on the water, so that was really cool. And then I just got into it, and I got involved with the American Artists Aviation Society out of the States, and I just loved it. I've done a lot of airplanes, and
wow.
one thing about that is you learn how to be completely involved in every detail, because when it comes to something like an airplane, if you get anything off, it'll stand out like a sore thumb, and every aviation buff will see it. Say yes, but so yeah, that was a good learning curve to look for detail. But I love
Uh,
painting reflection. Yeah.
Awesome. And we have Cher's interview there. So to make sure you check the website because we have a great written interview there as well. And we have, again, we go back to that incredible image. Let's see, can we enlarge it? Yeah, we can enlarge it. It's so, so beautiful. So beautiful. Wow. The light, the depth of field, everything is perfect. Thank you, Alan. Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. Yes, I believe that too. Totally, totally. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. It has been such a treat to have you this morning.
Well, me too. Thank you. It was a great change for a
Yeah,
Monday to start
you're-
it like this.
So, what's your routine every day? You get up and you
Yeah,
paint.
I get up, I work out, I take the dogs for their walk, and then I start painting. And I usually paint anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day. I just love it. I would never cook if the husband would let me get away with it. I just paint, but yes.
There you have it. Is I know there's gonna be artists watching this either now or later. There you have it, guys. Discipline, dedication, commitment. That makes a lot, right? And that
Absolutely.
I will tell you that, and I'm gonna be brutally honest. That doesn't come without passion. You have to
No,
love what you do to do this. If you really
absolutely.
love it, then you commit and you do the 8 or the 10 hours that you're doing because
Yeah,
otherwise
absolutely.
it's like you give up, right? When you have to do something because it's work, it gets boring.
Yes. Oh, it is. Yeah. Yeah, it has to, you're right. It has to be your passion. And I can't imagine not doing it when I have been away on trips to Europe or wherever looking for subject matter and that. I miss the painting terribly. I always have to take a sketchbook or whatever, at least to keep up some. But yeah, it's a passion. It's something, it's like brushing your teeth. I can't imagine a day without it.
Yes, yeah, I feel the same. I feel the same. So for me, it's everything could be upside down, but I sit here and I talk to an
Yep.
artist, and like light comes up. Light comes up.
Yep.
I know we're like at the right place at the right time, type of thing. Well, I
Right.
want to thank you, Chair, so much. By the way, do you teach? Do you teach?
Yes, I do. I've been a bit slow with this COVID thing the last few years, but yeah, I did do a fair amount of classes and that. So yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
So if anybody wants to learn from you, do they just go to your website?
yeah. They can shoot me off an email, and I'll be happy to respond. And if we can work an online thing out, depending on where you live, absolutely,
Awesome, awesome.
absolutely.
All righty. Thank you so much, Jer, and I'll see you next time.
You bet. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Okay, bye. Wow, I'm so inspired by her work. Oof, wow, incredible work. Impressive, impressive, impressive. And yes, discipline, commitment, absolute commitment, guys, and passion. You have to love it. And I hope this inspires you to go for what you want to do. So it's almost the end of the year. I don't know what you're doing today. Think about what you really, really want to do, because like Cher was sharing, and I feel the same. I guess when you're getting older, like we are, we start thinking about life and how short it is. You look back at the years and say how fast they went. So make sure that when you are at the end of the road, you don't have any what if I would have. What if I would have? You don't want to do that. It's better to make a mistake, get over it, and go on. It's better to fail that never tried. That's what's wrong. Not doing, not trying because of fear, because of, I don't know, doubt, insecurity. That is a no no. Go for it. I'm going to share the wisdom of the week. And it's a quote by my late mentor. Oh, I love this guy. I still love him. Bob Proctor. And he said one day in one of those incredible mentor meetings that we had, he said, the cave you fear to enter is the one that has the treasure that you seek. The cave that you fear to enter has the treasure that you seek, that treasure that you're looking for. So don't be afraid. Enter the cave. Go for it. Go for it. And I hope that our artist in our start of the week inspired you with her magnificent works. Again, you go to arttourinternational.com and you're going to get to see all her works. Start of the week, just click on start of the week and you'll see Cher, and you'll see also her website, how to contact her. If you're an artist and want to contact her to learn, you said, she said you can do it. So I hope this was a great Monday morning with ArtTour International. And if you missed us, it's going to be on replay on our YouTube. And if you want to watch us on TV, tune in on Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. to mnm.org if you are in New York, and we are on TV. Otherwise, if you have Roku or Apple TV or Amazon Fire, download the Vivid Arts Network channel, which is a channel dedicated to the arts, and you can watch the ArtTour International Show as well. You can watch this show and you can watch many other interviews and events and pretty soon documentaries that we're going to have. So support the arts, download our channel, the Vivid Arts Network channel, watch the ArtTour International Show, read the ArtTour International magazine, but above everything, support the artists that are featured there. Make sure you contact them, let them know you love them, and they make the world a better place. And well, until I see you again, don't forget, and you know what I'm going to say, don't forget to stay